And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in an old world in our Kush run. Big things are going off to a good start. We got 2 of 10 ambitions done. We've got 3 more on the cards here, with a path to do all of them. And honestly, I think we're pretty easily going to get 2 of those 5 done pretty quickly here. We're going to end turn here. We are at war with the Danes. Here come the raiders. Sacred City. Kush supports the Zoroastrian ways, officially accepting them as a central part of daily life. However, the idea that the holy city of Sentinia lies outside the borders is a point of contention. Priests of Kush argue that ours is the one true nation of the faith, and that is only right that the city should be under your control. It will be ours, or we'll not fight against other Zoroastrians. Well, I don't want to fight, like, my one ally, so we're going to say we will not fight other Zoroastrians. The raiders are definitely coming at this point. Because I can technically put our guys at top of the scout if I need to. Do the scout where he is. I can leave the city in garrison for a turn. This marsh is a little bit annoying from a placement standpoint because it's blocking motion back and forth between these 2 cities here. Oh, that was a quick turn. The pending wave of raiders makes most of the focus on getting the troops in position for their arrival. Taking gardens completed by Carthage, but we knew that was going to happen eventually. Material needs. A merchant has come before you with a wondrous new type of fabric, which he calls silk. Soft and smooth, yet strong. It is tremendously comfortable to wear in all circumstances. Best of all, it comes from distant land, and is rarely traded so far west, making it a mark of truly great queen. For an appropriate sum, the merchant will supply you with a small amount of silk on an ongoing basis. I wouldn't necessarily call that a small amount, but I'm on board. Okay, one raider dealt with. You're gonna just sit there. You're on your way in, but you're not here yet. Your stonecutter's done. I haven't built the thing here to do opulence yet. I might as well keep doing more hunters. The more I stack the hunters, the more growth we get. The more growth we get, either the quicker we can get more civilian or get more citizens for doing more specialists, or the quicker I can do things like workers and militia and stuff. I now have a thing of silk so I can distribute. Not that I'm gonna rush to do that. We have the high score. We're actually up in 15. I feel like we're doing really good here. Although we haven't met everyone. Usually one of the AIs has an advanced start. I'm probably doing good against the people who didn't necessarily have an advanced start. Gave birth to a son. We've completed our mission, control 6 barracks. Or ranges, but we did barracks. Probably going to be a terrible place for our estates. Let's get the estates down. Wisdom, charisma, courage. Or wisdom. Oh, there's another person there. That's fine. Let's verbally hack our way up the line. We're just one after another, we're going to move through them all. Settler walls, minor walls, settler. Okay, so we got the 2 settlers coming. They're just not here yet. Where do I want to distribute the silk to? Again, all this pearl. So no one wants the silk specifically, so it should probably be city level. Getting the discontent down in the capital makes sense. It's a good place to start. So we'll distribute it to the capital. And then here, we've got the literature so that we can do the estates, so we can do the opulence, so we can complete this one. What's our mean... What's our expected time out? So you're 5 to developed. You're 12 to develop. Okay, so we're 12 turns out from having this ambition complete. Tribal raid from the Danish encampment near Galbati. Okay, that tells me absolutely nothing. Because the two cities that I could be raided from are both next to Galbati. Okay, it's probably this one because we just had a raid come from this one. Another 2 enemy units down. The advance continues. I should be able to overrun the Danes, and we'll see what how quickly that raid materializes. Probably have you do the road. That one's got surveyor, so that can actually do multiple road segments a turn. Forum 2 complete. You have an open citizen. Luxury from the miner. One's not done. You've got the citizens, so that wouldn't be too hard to do. You're reasonably exposed to Carthage attacking. Wouldn't be a terrible idea to grab a wall here. Sure, let's grab a wall here. Your hunt is done. The estate's not done for 4 more turns, so I think we keep hunting. Yeah, so we can see that. We can see now that that is where the raid is materializing from. Mythical beasts. Elephants harvested. People cower in fear. The recently harvested elephants are led through the streets at Gabati. The rumors are that these creatures can live for 300 years, bite off the heads of men, and that even their smell strikes fear in the hearts of horses. Into horses. To find such mythical beasts reflected well in your dynasty, the scouts excitedly discuss how they might find a manticore next. Use their likeness on our coins as a symbol of power. Order more research about these fascinating creatures. Legitimacy is nice, but we're getting enough orders at the moment. I think we go for the science here. Which got steel done. So as soon as I can get back into friendly territory, we can go for upgrades. I'm being presented annoyingly with two choices at once. Composite bow and land consolidation. I'm going to go land consolidation here because I want to get groves for places that need groves, right? So we've got your grove, grove, grove. I think we have two groves over here. Your grove. That would be a grove. Yeah, so land consolidation, so we can actually use the resources. Getting access to the archery ranges is tempting. Although it's more tempting if we were at peace. If we were at peace, we wanted the archers to be training. It's the logic there. And we can train them by putting on archery ranges. Okay, no surprises behind the Danish settlement. The Fire of the Gods, landmark discovery. Stories spread that the mountains of Carbogen Oath were seen surrounded by a halo of fire radiating a heat that feels like it is of another world. The priests of Kushite paganism ask for a donation of stone to craft a temple at the base of the mountain, but the Magi of Zoroastrianism argue that the fire is a divine sign that sacred magic should not be disturbed. A fire cult should be built, or the priests are right, the mountain should be left alone. This one pisses off no one, just cost me stone, so we'll summon the stone. Attacked by a bear. Greece contacted with two overturned wagons, discovered a clearing. Their goods scattered across the grass. A Greek woman and her child weep over the dead body. Survivors claim a bear attacked them without warning. Well, I can't give them orders. Well, I could give them orders. I could trade some training for. So this is basically 200 order, or 200 training, 400 training. Promise to notify the nearest settlement of the plight. Yep. I seek out the approval of other nations. That'll probably give us a good event for, getting them home. Near and we different, okay. I think there's one more minor or one more major for us to find. I think there's 4 other people on this map. Could be wrong. Carthage has converted to Zoroastrianism, so their state religion is now actually following the same as their monarch. The monarch had swapped earlier. Attacked by a bear. Victims of the bear attack are delivered safely to the settlement in the nation Greece. Their village leader thanks our people for their kindness. Express a desire to cooperate in the future. Offer up a trade between our two nations. I'd rather have the civics over the little bit of money. Here we go. Legal instruction. Hire a former judge as a tutor. It is too expensive. While the nation's budget won't supply hiring a tutor, offer to take the time to instruct your beloved personally. We've got the orders. We are sufficiently legal, apparently, that we can make that work. Okay. So our husband loves us, which is, I suppose, a good thing for a marriage. Okay, that settle will be done on a turn, which actually... Ah, which means that one has a longer way. Although we haven't cleared that site. I suppose I actually need to accelerate somewhere. We haven't cleared the site for it. Yet. Yeah, so suppose in the short term I probably want to get more stone extraction, so get a quarry going. And I suppose up here our offensive continues. Oh, I have, we have the marksman one on here, don't we? Eagle Eye, so ignores the distance modifier, so I can put you wherever and you're getting max damage, okay. So we can see the Greeks are going to set up into the city there. The Gauls. We are a merciful people. Maybe. We are a practical people. Emissary of the Gauls arrived to establish relations with us. Glumly, she tells us that our people once a mighty empire like us, but their land was ravaged by a disease which their king took no advantage, and took no action to prevent until it was far too late. She hopes we will not take advantage of their current weakness. And this is a minor faction that I've got no interest in actually befriending, so a little bit more legitimacy, so this is like 0.6 orders, is useful. We're now all over the goals. So that scout's about to have a bad day. The rest of the nation's going to be fine, but that scout, specifically that scout's about to have a bad day. Yeah. So you're not 10 yet. When you get to 10, we want to spend some orders getting tutors going. Otherwise, things are going well, yeah. End the season. You can see there, we do have an incoming raid, so I need to be able to respond to that soon. And Scout's having a bad day. There goes the Scout. Sorry, Scout. The legitimacy of the nation was apparently more important than your life. Battlefield Brilliance, critical hit. Tales of your leadership in battle have impressed the Gauls, and now they seek to negotiate a peace. Well, we just let the war start for legitimacy. I could just get more legitimacy here by continuing the situation. Yeah. We're now known as the Just. Tribal rivals. The Danish camp has been raised. However, a trusted advisor reveals the Danes lorded over the rivals, the Gauls, for many generations, and that the tribe's location and resources are highly prized. He is concerned that other barbarians groups will challenge our claim to the conquered site. Curse the other tribes, this conquest is ours. Make the Gauls like us less, get a bunch of stuff. Let them pillage and have their share. Burn the soils and salt the fields. I could do that for the legitimacy bonus, but I also like the stuff. Although I don't really need the stuff, it's money. Versus legitimacy. 0.4 orders. 0.4 orders is going to roll here, okay. Okay, let's get the spearmen back to territory because we've got an incoming raid. Yeah, let's you start running up the river. Okay, and then if I'm thinking about roads... I think the road wants to start there and cross over to that river. No, it wants to start there or there and cross over to that river. Okay, so let's undo that order for the moment. Add a road. Move. Add a road. No, can't be on the settler. Okay. Go there. Add a road. And if we can get it connected to that river, that'll connect you to you. It might even connect all the way up to you. I don't know if the marsh is considered a river. I could have seen when I was in the map mode, but, you know, that would require actually looking everywhere. No, marsh does not count, so I'm going to have to... Although I could do river to the lake and then lake to the city. I'd probably still want to just run it straight to the marsh, to be fair. Okay. That was a settler complete. Yeah, let's get that elder shopkeep going. And then I might just start spamming out caravans here. Your settler's complete. I don't want to do another one right away. You could actually do with a worker. Yeah, you could do with a worker. Camp. Eventually I'm going to want the pasture for the sheep, but I don't actually have the tech for that. Your rolls are done. You have a worker. Let's go for him here. Gonna go hunt again. Get that growth going faster. We'll also be able to do opulence on the next cycle. So 2 turns out from here to do opulence in the season. Necropolis is completed by Carthage. We've given birth to another son. The royal family grows bigger. Let's leave the spearmen behind to garrison the site. Okay, I can settle there, 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 and there. There leaves no space between the cities, but I don't really need to be that aggressive grabbing space. Although there apparently gives me all the special resources we know about. The goats, the elephant, the horse. Putting the specialist on that horse will give me that wheat. And even going there isn't going to give me the wheat. So that's actually an argument to go there, and that actually saves me an order moving you. So sure, you go there. Okay, then the question is, which do I assign here? How many cities do I have? I think I got 2 each. No, I have 3 artisans, so it should either be the traders or the hunters. And I should think about this in the context of this is also going to become a different city. This one only has 1 mine, so it's tempting to go to artisans. This one's probably actually the one I probably want to be the traders. Okay, so this probably wants to be hunters. Yeah, we got 3 camps that are going to benefit from the camp bonus. This is the military one, so if we're trying to do stuff with the horses, that's military as well. Okay, so the biggest concern right now is that we're obviously just acquired more territory right next to the people who are war with. So it's either train troops here or it's rally. Build the walls. We're gonna build the walls. Well, I suppose there's a way up there that doesn't go through the swamp. You're not the trader, so you don't road as well. So do I want you to keep working, or do I want you to road? I might actually have this one build another worker instead of that one build worker and just have you do the trip up there. Yeah, let's plan on that. Okay. In the meantime, then, what do you want? You probably want a quarry. Yeah, get more stone coming in. And then probably after this quarry, we add another pyramid. Oh, I'm running out of orders. Okay. It's the other worker. You're the other worker. I'll pay 100 training to get whatever you're going to start building going. That's what I think I'm going to do. Get some more legitimacy by building some pyramids. You finish that miner. You don't have another citizen, although you'll get another one next turn. I don't have access to tier 2 axemen. It might make sense to build an axeman and then build a wall for the happiness bonus. That'll bring us to neutral in the happiness. Sure. Also puts a higher quality unit in reserve, or if I need it later. The Grand Hunt. The hunt finished. People are still talking about the last great hunt you held. It was a smashing success that truly inspired the people by giving your generals the opportunity to hone their tactics, demonstrating that great things are possible, or giving you a much-needed break from the day-to-day rigors of ruling, which allowed you to view your realm through new eyes. Demonstrating that great things are possible. Developing city in Ibrea. The oligarch has, or import and export business. The oligarch Rising Star has strides into your chamber once chambers late strides in your chambers late one evening, your dress fluttering with each step. I simply heard the best news. You are familiar with the Debrira. Well, the city has been growing like grass, and they're looking to expand their industries. I thought I'd clue you in and see if you wanted to invest in one of our little endeavors. Various operations decided to support which operation. Add horses, add ore, add sheep. Exploit the pivotal horses on military grounds. I support the discovery of the ores and will provide the capital. I like the idea of sheep, but I have to do it on credit. I don't really want, you know, the Rising Scar to have a favor on us. Orders for horses don't sound too bad. Choose the placement myself. Oh, I guess it's got to be flat. Okay. Flip on the shrubland over there. Surplus stone. Happy merchant awaits you in court. Seems that she has been traveling throughout Garbalti with a load of stone when she discovered an amazing deal on cheese via a local merchant. To free up the wagon space, she wishes to donate the stone to you for the glory of Kush. I'll put it to good use. Love is in the air. Aministio has asked to speak with you in private. He leads you into a cozy nook and says, Amaratar, I have to tell you how I feel. You see, I could never resist a woman with such creative ability. I know that you must be surprised you. Okay, so we've got a person in love with us. For good or for ill, someone loves us. Your walls are complete. Okay. I'm going to need another settler. Probably about 10 turns out. Your hunt is complete. And opulence is available. On completion, lifestyle of lavish opinion. Opulence plus 40 opinion for 80 seasons for that faction. Costs us some upkeep, provides 1 victory point. And more importantly, completes our ambition. Okay, more cities connected. Connecting a city adds extra growth, extra happiness, reduces upkeep. So we want to connect as many cities as we can. So it really probably wants to be the traders. The question is, do I want to hold off a new trader? Well, I can do them out of order. We've determined I can do them out of order. Because our factions like us enough, that's usually not a problem. Although I'd be pissing off the one faction that is a little grumpy. As I do, apparently. That's probably why they're grumpy. But yeah, this one still has more logging and mining, so that's the one that wants to be the artisans, and this one probably doesn't mind as much because I don't have any benefits. Well, this would probably be the hunters, if I were to specialize, because that has bonuses to camps. Although we're not going to delay it that much longer. Okay, you finished that. So apparently I'm at the point where it's going to start recommending me to build wonders again. Tech card hand size. Although that's... that would be the big thing to go for, would be the tech card hand size. What wonders are available that have been picked up? The Oracle is one of the cheapest ones. You need to be next to the mountain. Free farm adjacent farms is nice, but that means I need a good place where I want to farms near a mountain. That probably is like up here if I were to do that. Although it's not a lot of good ones over there. Yeah, I don't think that doesn't quite fit my vibe on this map. My mountains don't have good arable land next to them. Royal Academy. Connected foreign cities give science, and we're on the coast, so if they're connected to the coast, we're considered connected to them, so that'd actually be reasonably powerful. Can't afford that, that's mostly the stone cost. Yeah, I think we skip on the Oracle. I technically could afford the Oracle right now, but I think we skip the Oracle. Probably want to go for one of these two. I really don't want to... Yeah, I think I want to go to the Royal Library, or we're saving up for the higher tiers. Adjacent to peaks, so it needs to be next to a mountain, but it provides silk, porcelain, exotic furs, ebony, and perfume. And a caravan every 5 seasons. Yeah, that's good. Just need a city with strong culture. These ones require legendary, so we're not competing for them yet. Okay. So we're not really looking at the wonders yet. Although I think the capital is strong, so the capital could do some of these. You'd have to put them like over here. Let's get that camp going. The camp there is order, so another order from the thing is nice. We'll have land consolidation of 5, so there's maybe an argument to be within a short walk of you, so that we can do you. You're not 10 yet. How are the neighbors? You're over 100. You are not. You want to establish another trade run. Yeah. Get you a little more over 100. So a single bad event doesn't take us back down below 100. Oh, I suppose we probably have some... I have a law. No, 2 laws I could run. I should probably pick those, because that would give me access to the Stronghold 2nd tier garrison, which then would allow me to get my unique archers. Emissary from Askum stands before us. Our artisans have grown fond of the quality of your lumber. We seek peace in order to ensure that the trade of the nation grows a strong pass rate. We get peace. Please accept this gift of lumber, because it just said, like, hey, we like your lumber. Here, have more lumber. For an opinion boost. Or politely decline. Yeah, have some more lumber. The Guardians of the Bridge. The Bridge of the Collector drives the living from the dead. Or divides the living from the dead. The path is guarded by 2 dogs, who growl at the unworthy and let the just pass. The angel Sarush guides the dead over, and Diana confronts the souls of the dead on the other side. He's fascinated by the tales of the dead and asks to hear more about the spirits. Teach about the twin dogs. Describe Sarush, who freely guards the dead. Or teach them about passionate. This is for our heir. Have a dog. He's growing up eager to learn philosophy, politics, tactics, or commerce. We are a builder. Philosophy. We'll send him down the route of hopefully getting another builder. Yeah, probably one on the top 2 and not the bottom 1. Doesn't really matter which one the top two, just not the bottom one. Okay, we'll come back to you, because you want to be running over there, which is a lot of orders. Fight the war first. Although, it's time to start implementing improvements to the troops. Before we get too far afield. Oh, I probably should have done Herbalist. Yeah, back up on that choice. Do Herbalist instead. It's going to delay the heal. Oh no, it doesn't even stop the healing. Yeah, that was the right way. I should have done the upgrade before the heal. Makes sense. And then you can promote. Strike. And then you need to heal to be promoted. Because you can't promote damage people. So heal you first, so then you can promote on the next turn. And then we'll have 2 Axemen, 2 Slingers, and the Spearmen to go forth, which should easily handle the garrison there. You're sitting there sleeping. Go ahead and get upgraded as well. Same with you. Oh, you can promote. Marksman, +1 range. Oh, let's get tutors for the prince. Requires a courtier with no job. Oh dear. And then I can't do it, because I'm the wrong type. Fair enough. So I need a free courtier. So I should be on the lookout for another courtier. Because apparently I've been a bit too productive at getting them jobs. Tutors content 0. 1, 4, 2, 4, 1, 2. Oh, everyone has jobs that is eligible here. Okay, so give you the gem. Unless the faction needed a gem. I think a faction did need a gem, but I already had a gem. Yep, already sorted that out. Okay, so the governors that are available are in fact signed. You to run up that way. We're not sending out one slinger by himself. More Danes. Interesting. I thought we were getting close to the end of them, but no, there's more out there. No, I actually need more mines. The quality of our cities going up has increased our iron consumption, as well as our troop quality improving, because we're swapping over to Axemen. Got 3 orders. One of the rally troop events could provide us with a counselor. Yeah. Okay, let's rally the troops then. And I've got 1 order left. 1 order is a bit okay. A bit useless. Poor scout. Foreigner has converted to our religion. Okay. Omen swirl. In your dreams, the sky turns black. Fish swallow the land, while raising wind drowns out the distant screams. Perhaps this is how the world ends. Perhaps partaking the feast before slumber was not my wisest choice. Yeah, perhaps partaking the feast before slumber was not our wisest choice. Go there. Yeah, this either wants to be artisan for... To be fair, it's one mine. It's one mine. Although that's a better one. Although that's also a better one for hunting, right? So we put the hunter there. We don't know what those two are going to be. Although those are coming up. Yeah, let's give it to some of the trader. Keep it simple. This is even the right unit to garrison the city. That works. Works real well. Your worker is done. Supposed to get another warrior, or get an axeman in this case to guard the city. Because apparently I'm too busy with war to actually send the garrisons home to garrison any of these places. They just keep going off for the next front. I need to keep it in our own territory to upgrade it. That's why I'm not going very far this turn. Oh, I'm surprised I'm not able to prone it. Oh, singers have a max level of 4. Okay. Just hit max level. That's just what's going on there. I do like my vision. Yeah, we'll go tracker for the vision. Yeah, I think we keep quarrying until we get the grow for this guy, so let's go toss another quarry down. Oh, no, actually, I remembered what I was going to do with him, which does make sense to do sooner rather than later. Put the shrine down. Or the pyramids down. So then the question is, which of the shrines? Might I want to put next to it. Put you down, okay. So you go there, build the pyramids. Camp for order. You need to run back to friendly territory to heal. Something, found some Danes. Found more Danes. Okay, well, opulence done there. Oh, I just realized we haven't upgraded you, so let's upgrade you. And we're gonna get land consolidation. And then apparently I need to get more core or get more mines going. 4 hills. I chopped down the forest, that's not a bad place to do mines. And then we've got a few more mines up here. Basically any place that's hilly that's not next to the mountains are probably going to be mines. It's just, you know, prioritizing them before other things that's being the issue right now. And consolidation's 3 out. I got 6 orders. Don't suppose I have any luck with... No, all the tutors are busy. We haven't got any replacements yet. You're busy, you're busy. Don't think we got any more family members. We can check. Yeah, no, they're all assigned to the war effort. Oh, you're a different. It's still no more unassigned governors. Okay. All our leaders have a job. That's currently the problem. I suppose that's a good problem to have, but that's a problem. It's the problem we have. Okay, let's end the turn. I got 6 orders, but I got nothing to do with them, really. Well, I've got stuff to do with them, but that involves, like, sending the squishy units out ahead of the units that are supposed to be protecting them, sort of thing, on the war front. So... Okay, I'm going to be in a rush, because apparently the Greeks are coming, too, to fight the Danes. You've readied the military, resulting in higher morale and discipline. Okay. Completed our opulence project. So 10 more legitimacy. Mission result, trade mission event. Your ambassador returns with the fortuitous news that the trade delegation of Carthage is remarkably lucky, guided by the gods of fortune or some other hand of fate. Whatever the cause, they were able to negotiate remarkably good terms, securing a windfall of resources to be delivered up front. The cost has been covered by paying the various traders small portions of the other resources. Remarkable. Endeared to the faith. Kushite paganism spreads to Soleb. As the Kushite pagan community grows in the Soleb, their leaders have been dealing with Urjet administrators of the city. The two groups have been getting on surprisingly well. The legates needed for their spaces of worship set up quickly and with little conflict. Your advice is just your positive relations with the Kushite pagans could be used to gain advantage with your friend. So, make the family happy, or just host a festival for growth and culture. Which family is that? One of the ones that's already at the max happiness level. Yeah, we'll take the growth and the culture. Waste of talent. Serve as the Grand Vizier, or they cannot be trusted. They cannot be trusted. We're now known as the Good. We control 5 developing cities, completing another one of our ambitions for more legitimacy. Breathtaking. Developing culture achieved in Soleb. This is because we did the one that put more culture in the city. Take inspiration from the murals. Become an artist. And impulsive. Add estates Soleb. Or become bitter. We'll become impulsive. Is our ambassador. Give me more religion opinion. I don't need the culture too much. Okay, so we've got competition with the Danish city here. There we go. Took the city before it could be taken by the Danes. Prisoners of war. As they loot the Danish camp, our soldiers free a group of terrified prisoners. These ragged men claim to be skilled laborers from a rival tribe, but our units suspect their enemies posing as captives. What shall we do? We must prudent execute the prisoners. Better safe than sorry. Or I can gain citizens at the cost of happiness. I don't care about the Danish opinion, and more diligence is fine. There we go. Okay. So that also means we're arguably on a rush for that one up there. So I should be getting the move on. Kept up with the unit I made to garrison it. Let's follow up the walls for the city happiness. So Leb finished the forums. We'll follow up more forums. I suppose I should spread the state religion. That makes sense. Let's start getting some disciples to spread the religion. You finished opulence, okay. Need to wait a turn before you have another citizen, which probably wants to be a trapper. So yeah, let's do a hunt into the trapper. Anyway, I need more iron. The sort of 5 area up here makes sense for mine. Maybe less so you, but the other 4 definitely do. So. Clear out the shrub line, add a mine. You really want to be adjacent to the pastures. I am going to have pastures at some point up there. So we're not going to do you there. Get land consolidation in 2. Let's get the mine going, and then we do land consolidation. So one more and I'll have the city connected. And then just have to connect it to the lake to connect it up to Sesbol, or Sesby. And then I want to run a road through the marsh for Elzuma. And we probably just have to keep building the road. Okay, so that's the end of the season. Greece is at war with the Gauls. They're at war with all our enemies. What do I have to say? Seeking knowledge. Can give them steel to make them owe me a favor. Or it'd be wise not to. Wise at this point not to share state secrets. How much do they like me? They don't. It'd be wise at this point not to share state secrets. An assignment. A letter arrives from a courtier from the princess at the academy. Dearest mother, I wish you well and send greetings from the academy. My tutors have instructed the class to write letters home. I'm thinking of everyone. Hope to be home for the spring festival. Your son always. He is a fine young man. Family missions. The distinguished emissary at Wawat and a young scion of the thing have made a request of the court, asking for you to support their family. Favor your rule and ear of his war. Pleased to your recent actions are looking to strengthen their ties to a noble house. We start an ambition to try and curry favor with one of the noble houses. Okay, so I gotta pick one of them. Can't do both. Discover text. Because we're running on seasonal and long-lived, this might be doable, but I'd say we're getting old, but we haven't even gotten old enough to get the heir apparent to be an adult, so we probably got a decent run at us, right? Still left. So none of these are necessarily easy. This is to get 50 of, like, the 4 main resources. We're currently only doing that with 1 of the 4. Although getting 50 with all the main resources is probably something we should do anyway. Whereas scholarship and vaulting, I'm not even sure I'm aiming for scholarship. Actually, no, scholarship I'm probably aiming for. Vaulting is more of a question. Vaulting's an end of a dead-end tech. So you're going there if you want the cathedrals. Cathedrals are nice, the +6 legitimacy, don't get me wrong. But that's why you're going there. You're going for the cathedrals. And then scholarship. Yeah, I think we go for the resource one. As long as this doesn't piss the other family off, so we just don't want to become unpopular. So pick one. And that reminds me, I have civics and laws I should pick. I have a law I should pick. Freedom versus slavery. All cities provide 4 metal, 4 stone. Given the current quest, this is tempting. But freedom is growth. Freedom is reduced to rebel chance. I also think slavery has some bad events that, drive you towards freedom. I think they actually have events going both ways. So people will try to enslave people, and you've got the problem of state policy is no slaves, but yet they're apparently your slaves, sort of thing going on. I do think we want the growth. What I'll do is I'll do slavery, and if we have an event that says go freedom, we'll give in to the event. That helps a lot with our iron problem for this quest. It doesn't solve the problem, though. Okay, let's get you running off to the front. I'll leave the spearmen behind. and the rest other off on the other front. Okay. Add road. Add road. Add road. We get land consolidation next turn. Which is a bit awkward, seeming as I can... Yeah, because if I start building something with you, you're going to be tied up for multiple turns. I'd like to get that grove sooner. I'm going to move you there, and we're just going to skip a turn. Not necessarily optimal, but we can work with it. At this point, I'm thinking about just grabbing another worker down here. Because we kind of sent the worker off to, you know, build roads. Yeah, build yourself another worker. And then follow that up with a axeman. Defend the city. Your walls are done. It would be nice if you had a garrison, so you probably want to build an axeman. Oh, in hindsight, I forgot the turns. Technically, the walls provide us a happiness bonus if we got a person who cares to the city, but we'll put you on the training place if you're trained in the meantime. Yeah, I think we're going after the Danes rather than the Gauls first. The Gauls I probably could, because they're not as grumpy with us. We could probably negotiate a truce. Yeah, send off a proposal. We'll see what their response is. Okay, I've got 9 orders left. I could... Oh, actually, we'll revel in... Indulge in revelry. Try to remove the stress we picked up. I think all of you are busy. Too busy to tutor my child, yeah. Which is an argument that I probably needed in my courtship. So I've got 7 orders. I don't think I have any governors to hand out, because obviously I don't have enough to, you know, tutor a child. We don't have enough to actually send anyone governors, didn't all commanding units. So training the settler for you. I should probably start getting a second one going as we start to roll up on the next location. Well, that might be, we train it from there after we build the walls. That makes sense. Okay. Well, looking at the time, I think this is a good place to put a part break in. We are summer of year 17, which specifically is, turn 66. So we're 66 turns in on lengthy mortality with seasonal turns. So our characters should live a decent period of time, which is how we managed to get through 5 ambitions on the first one, to be fair. Yeah, things I think are going well. I intentionally went for long-lived characters and seasonal turns because I didn't want to mess too much on focusing on the characters. I want to focus more on the city building and the fighting, and that's going reasonably well. There's definitely an argument that governors and troop commanders can get a bit fiddly if they just keep dying. But if they live long enough to have time to actually sort of be invested in, they're quite good. Yeah, things are going well. We're in a little bit of a rush because the Danes, I believe, are also at war, or also at war with the Greeks. So we've managed to secure that city just before the Greeks did. I'm gonna have to get a settler in there. before I move the spearmen, because otherwise the Greeks will come in and take the city from any of us. We're going to want to get up to that Danish city. We'll see how the Gauls respond in the next stream. Obviously, we're doing the Danes first, and if the Gauls do not negotiate their successful surrender, they will be next, is probably the best way to describe that. I don't think we've met the last major. I think there's one other major out there. Although at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if we're actually doing well enough that we're actually keeping up with that major at this point. So the run is going well. And yeah, we've got 9 cities. So yeah, a military-centric run it goes pretty well. And we're doing reasonably friendly with our neighbors. The Greeks are a little grumpy at the moment. So with that, if you're watching on YouTube, we will have another part up tomorrow. Let me delay the ad so that Twitch does not get the ad before the end here. No point in slamming an ad into the wall and trying to do the outro. So today's game was Old World. We will be back to play Old World in 4 days. Friday is Factorio Predadons mod day. Saturday, we're moving up Solar Expanse to give time for the poll for Shadow Empire. I should remind myself to put a comment in the messages for all of tomorrow's games, reminding people to put comments in, or go vote in the poll for Shadow Empire if they're interested. Because at this point, I'm far enough into the video that if you're watching this on YouTube, sorry, the Shadow Empire poll is done because we've played it. Yeah, this would be the part that would go live on Saturday, I think. Or no, the first part of this stream was Saturday. So, yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, sorry, the poll is done. It would have been done by now. Although if you're watching this live on Twitch, still an opportunity to go vote in the poll. The poll closes on Sunday, and today is, I think technically today is Friday at this point. We started on Thursday. But yeah, Factorio Friday. Solar Expanse has been moved up to Saturday to make space so that the Shadow Empire poll has time to complete before Shadow Empire on Sunday. Those will flip back when we get around to them again in the cycle. So Factorio, Solar Expanse, Shadow Empire. Monday will be Old World. Tuesday will be Factorio, Pteranodons. Wednesday will be Shadow Empire. Thursday will be Solar Expanse. So that'll be the upcoming schedule. Assuming we don't finish any of those games before they get around to them on the second time on the schedule. So hopefully that is useful information for you if you're watching this on Twitch. And in theory, I just went out far enough ahead in the future that if you're watching this on YouTube, some of that is still in your future, although most of that may still be in your past. Everything that is being streamed live to Twitch should be available on Twitch for 14 days after it is streamed, and by the time it is unavailable on Twitch, it should be uploaded to YouTube in 1080p and 60 frames per second. So watch it when and when you have it available. Sadly, Twitch gets whatever the local internet can support, so it may not technically be as great a quality as it will be on YouTube. But yeah, so if you're watching on Twitch, this is the last call for comments before we bring the stream to close. I hope everyone has been enjoying. If you're watching later on the Twitch VOD or later on YouTube, feel free to leave comments. I do try to respond to all of them. YouTube is pretty good at letting me know when there's comments on YouTube. Whereas Twitch, I think, only lets you leave comments while the stream is live. So until the next part, or the next stream, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part or stream, and bye for now.